I initially wanted to make this video on the XP pen 05, but the more I think about this, just the more it didn't make sense to single out that pen because it's not really that pen specifically. I think the way that we hold these stylus, these pens, um, can very easily kind of disengage the rubber, and I don't know. It's more like a video just to like plead with these companies to please stop doing this. Please stop putting rubbers on top of these on as these pens. And it's not like if you take this off, then it's going to be like there's a dip in here, and it's not going to be as comfortable to hold. So here's like the general rundown. Depending on how you hold these pens, you may have the rubber start to overlap and disengage from the pen itself and be stretched. Um, I've had this for 2 weeks and it's already doing this. This is not a good situation. Obviously, it doesn't impact the pen's performance or comfort, but over time it will start to get more serious. And aesthetically, it would be nice if it could stay there. So, I've had this Huion pen for well over a year, and it's like nothing's wrong with this plastic or this rubber grip here. But that's because of how it lets me hold it. And just to give you guys some kind of a context here, the button on this P05, it's just too low. There's no place for me to rest my finger on, and when I do rest my finger, it is already touching that button. So instead of holding it like this with the buttons up, I hold it down. When I'm putting pressure, pressure down on the pen, I'm also pulling the rubber down, and so then the rubber starts to overlap this right here, and you get that effect, and it's irreversible. It's not going to go back to its original shape. I drew with that for about 5 hours, and then I looked at my pen, and I was like, holy crap, what happened to it? Maybe it's my hand getting warm or something, and warm and while pulling the rubber down. It's just a very weird thing to do. It doesn't help that these are so flushed with the pen that there's very little tactility to it. So like the Huion pen is the same issue, but at least it's higher up, so I'm not accidentally pressing it. And the reason why I have to turn this pen around is because even if I disable these buttons when you're drawing in an application and you press it, it will stop your line from drawing. It still does something. So it's just not a great situation. Here's an older pen design that, at least it's more pronounced here, so you can definitely see the edges of the buttons. But yeah, I mean, it's just a simple fact that because it's forcing me to hold it in a way that I guess this wasn't designed to be held, the rubber is deforming in ways that they didn't really anticipate. I saw a video recently, so I'm going to show this little screenshot here of the same issue with the Huion pens, and it's the same pen that I have. Like this literally is the same pen. So yeah, I mean it's not specific to XP Pen or Huion. It's not specific to Wacom. There will be a personal preference of people who just want to have pens without the rubber on it because it's not going to last as long. The pen design may be flawed in the way that they hold it, and so it's just going to cause issues where it's not going to come out well. So if you guys experience this too, let me know. But overall, like it just doesn't make sense. And to give you some context, like here is a fountain pen, the Metropolitan. You would think this would be uncomfortable to hold and write with for a long time. No, just fine. It's metal and plastic. Here is a Lemmy pen, and I have multiple of these pens. Look at how the grip is at. It's all plastic. Is it comfortable? Yeah, it's not bad. Can I write with it for a very long time? Absolutely. Here's another cheap fountain pen that's from, I don't know who, but this is their grip. Like it's just, again, plastic. It just has like little indents for your finger to rest at and stuff. I'd rather see this come into those pen designs than to toss a rubber on it and call it a day. It just, I don't know. Stop doing it. And if you are to do that, then give us a pure plastic pen. They already offer it for several of these tablets, for the lower end tablets. But for these like higher end tablets, they provide a rubber on it, and just sell it separately. Don't integrate it with the pen itself. If you want to sell like a little ring right here that they can hold, that's fine. It's where your fingers are resting that's the important part. It doesn't matter if you have like a little bit of plastic on the back palm of your hand or something like that. It's where your fingers are that's kind of the important part. So just providing a simple little tiny ring for it to rest on is far better than just having this whole thing here full of rubber. And if you can take it off and replace it for pennies on a dollar, then it's a better design than just doing whatever this is here.